Hi everybody, welcome to English 3000. I'm Dr. Miller. Here we are in this online class. My hair is blue. I dyed it because one of my kids had a birthday, so you get to see me with blue hair. Anyway, this is a gateway course that will introduce you to literary theory, and we're going to try and find some good ways to do that that are enjoyable and that make you think about our culture in different ways. That's one of the great things that theory can do. I'm going to go through the syllabus here. There's also a few other things you can take a look at that my welcome note announcement mentioned, such as looking at Slack and a couple of other videos I made. Lots of videos. So this is my email address. It's an online course. I do have office hours. I'm starting on Friday just because Wednesday, I think, we'll all still be getting everything online and stuff. But Friday at 10, I'll be around. I'm at lmiller@wesca.edu, but we'll also have a Slack space, so you can ask me questions there too. I'm giving you my cell phone number. I prefer texting to calling. Email is fine. Because it's an online course, it's really just easier that way. Please just be understanding about it and boundaries and all that. I want this to be a good experiment. So there's two books that you're going to procure somehow. One is Beloved by Toni Morrison, and the other is Mary Wortley Montagu's Turkish Embassy Letters. So we're going to read a classic novel, American novel, and then we're going to read an older British woman writer of letters who was the wife of the British ambassador to Turkey, and she actually brought, in terms of pandemics, a smallpox vaccine, well, a smallpox inoculation to Britain in the 18th century. So, maybe there are answers to coronavirus. Probably not, but we'll see. Here are your outcomes. Often the way outcomes are phrased is kind of off-putting. It's like, ooh, I can't wait to apply representative critical approaches to explain elements of my reading. Now, nobody wants to think about it like that. However, you can phrase these outcomes as guiding questions. What is literary criticism? How do I understand it? How do I use it? What are other researchers doing in English studies today? Where do I fit in? And and this is the main English major question, how can I write well-supported, compelling essays? So yeah, here's the stuff we're going to do. We're going to have a theory journal and notes journal that I'll be going over shortly. That'll be posted, I think, like Wednesday on the site. We'll have some participation on Slack. We'll have a mini paper, collaborative writing, collaborative editing. We're going to make a trailer for paper abstracts, and I'm going to show you how to do it using free software, and it's going to be really fun. We're going to do a library done course so that you will be library research experts, which is great, and a final essay and bibliography. There's grades. So yeah. We're doing this right now, how the class will work, syllabus, watch online learning video. I'm going to post a link to the Happiness Lab from Dr. Laurie Santos. She is a researcher from Yale and has a series of podcasts and an online course that's basically like, what small things can you do in your life to increase your happiness? Some of them are hard to do while social distancing, but some are doable. So, if you're struggling at day one, this is a way to kind of do that. And it's a good way to check in with yourself. Of course, we also have other resources on campus too. So our first module is, what is literary criticism? How do I understand it? And so we're going to look at a couple of kinds of literary theoretical text, and we're going to look at some old ones and some recent ones and kind of play around with what is, what writing about literature and culture can do for us, historically and now. Some of it's really hard to read, but that is okay. I will walk you through it. So we'll look at elitism, we'll look at media, we'll look at race in one section where there's essays that'll kind of work with and against one another in interesting ways. Theories of culture, what counts as a text, what kinds of things can we look at differently. Lots of different writers talking about what makes something art. And the way we see the world, including articles on COVID-19 and necropolitics, which if you don't know what it is, you'll learn it when we read the article. We are very lucky in that my colleague at Howard University in DC wants to do some cool collaborative pedagogy talking about intersectionality. And so we will be doing some kind of collaboration and work together. Maybe we're going to do theory journals, so we might look at one another's and edit each other's journals. It's going to be kind of fun. And we'll meet new people. I mean, everybody's stuck inside. You'll meet some cool people and learn what it's like to go to Howard. I think that's great. And so then we will be talking about digital culture and humanities research, what digital tools people find valuable today. Some of them might be useful for you. We're going to look at some hashtags on Twitter. Because we'll have just done the race and ethnic studies unit, we'll be looking at mostly ones related to some topics from that unit. So everything will tie together nicely. And so we're going to use a foundational text of literary criticism called Orientalism by Edward Said to look at Mary Wortley Montagu's Turkish Embassy Letters, which I've just mentioned. So we'll be doing some sample writing. We've read a lot of stuff, and now we're going to find ways to, use it when we read texts. We're going to talk about identity in general, in theoretically and, finding your own home in English studies, thinking about how we use literature to understand ourselves and our world, and even if you look at Thomas Nagel, what is it like to be a bat? Will we learn it, or will we learn that we can't know? You're going to find out. We will also do the thing that a lot of English majors struggle with, which is, how do I write a paper about a great big novel? Because do you cover the whole novel? If you look at just a little bit, is that enough? There's a lot of different ways to go about it, and so we're going to read a really big and amazing and very rich novel, Beloved, and do some independent and some collaborative work, and we'll discuss some strategies for writing well about longer texts. Then, once you're probably tired, we're going to do a library research course so that you'll be even more prepared to write your papers. After that, because so many people love to write about film, we're going to write about film. Orson Welles' Citizen Kane, which is one of the most famous and technologically innovative films of its time. It's also weirdly entertaining for a classic movie, and it's almost like you can never watch it the same way twice because of the way it's made and edited. It's really interesting, so I'm interested in what you'll think about it. And then please leave several weeks for that last part of the class, like even a month, and I will check in with you as we go to make sure that you don't save this too long. You're going to write a really long research essay because that's kind of what this class's outcomes encourage you to be able to do. We're going to learn how to do some deep focused work, think about why, scholarly books, articles, focusing ideas, getting things done, and staying on top of your sources. And we're going to be specifically looking at how digital tools can help us to do all of this because it's an online class. Things that will happen continuously. So what will the course be like? Or continually. Well, anyway, it's on the syllabus. We'll just go with it. There will be a Sunday weekly recap. So every Sunday night, at whatever time. I have no idea. I'm going to post a video and a text update to CourseDen, just with a summary of what all has been going on. Sometimes you'll have questions on Slack. I'll make sure that I collate those and make sure responses kind of end up in the highlights. We're going to use Slack for Q&A and social time. Try to relax and have fun with it. It's kind of like social media, except it's a little bit more closed and it's a little bit more professional. A lot of businesses use it. So when you get a job after graduation, which is hopefully soon, you can at least say you're used to doing stuff on Slack and working in that space, and they'll be like, ooh, you're ready. So we'll talk about that some more, and there's a basic exercise related to it that's already up on CourseDen. That'll be your first mini assignment. Online office hours, I'll be around on Friday morning, and then we're going to have optional synchronous discussion sections. And I will record those if you can't be present. If times are really bad for you, we can work something else out. I just want to make sure we have enough chance to talk. However that happens, contact me, let me know. I'm here for you, and I love to talk about this stuff. This is just like my favorite thing. So definitely we will talk. You will talk. I will talk. Talking will continue to transpire. There's a lot of boilerplate here. Make sure you read through it. There's a UWG COVID-19 thing. My personal opinion, stay safe. Just stay safe, please. Stay safe. Keep your families safe. This is an online class, so the ideas about mask wearing don't really apply to you sitting in front of your computer. But yeah, it's a hard time, and I worry for all of you. And me, and my family, and, even cats can get it. I have a cat. So please reach out. If you get derailed, this is going to be a weird semester. People are going to have some struggles. I will try to find resources to help get you back on track. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask. Just, try and see what happens. Keep trying, keep doing your best. If you need to call your bank and be like, hey, I need help, maybe they'll help. This is a weird time. Things are unique these days. So, yeah. That's okay, though. We're going to get through it. There will be research. There will be methodology. There will be some interesting readings about culture. And hopefully we'll learn a lot and we'll all make it through together. All right. Take care. Bye.